All right, we got Jay Sean Henry and Rienk Mast. Anybody got any questions?
Jay, why don't you talk a little bit here just about getting back into all this? It's this was a big day for you.
Yeah, no, obviously it was cool. It was awesome. I mean, I'm very grateful I was able to get out there and play with my teammates again. You know, it's always a struggle sitting on the sideline and watching them be able to compete and play this game that obviously all of us love. But you know, I'm just very grateful that I'm able to be back out here on the court with them.
Well, you guys had you had your hands full, as I'm sure you expected the challenge. What about the turnovers, though? That's something the coach preaches all the time, and not characteristic so much of this team.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, it's very uncharacteristic of us. But I mean, it is what it is. We got to be better. All of us got to be better. You know, our whole team turned it over a lot, and but you know, it's just one of those things where it's just right back to the drawing board. We watch the film, we study it, we see what what affected us, whether it was the ball pressure or whatever it may have been. You know, but we're going right back to the drawing board and figure out ways that we can be better.
Rienk, did you think that were you guys tight or nervous at the outset? It just seemed like the game flow was a little bit tentative.
Yeah, definitely to start off the game, we were, I don't know, not playing like we know we can play. We can speculate on what that came from, but it's just the fact that we were not playing how we should be playing. Yeah, we'll have to, everybody individually have to ask themselves, like, how can I be better than what I was today? But
What'd you learn from this game? I mean, you're playing a top 10 team in the nation. Now you've been there and done that. What did you guys learn from it?
I believe wholeheartedly in this team that you know, we can be there with anyone and we can play with anyone. That's where my heart stays with this team, lies with this team, and you know, if we're able to execute a game plan and play the way that Bradley can play, and I think we put ourselves in a great position to compete with anyone. And I think sometimes today we got away from that, and we might have gotten a little too sped up at times. But you know, I think if we just calm ourselves down and we play the way that we can play, I have no doubt in this team that we can play with anyone.
yeah, I think we just got to be tougher right from the start. You saw in the second half that we had moments that we were tough, but right from the start of the game, we gotta dictate the physicality. And I think they got out, and they didn't surprise us. We knew what was coming, but I don't know. We got to be tougher right from the start.
Rick, I thought that they really came after you in the early part of that game. You know, attacked you. Did that bother you?
No, not specifically. I didn't. I don't want to say this. Like they're run a lot of stuff through ball screens with their big, and yeah, we knew that coming in, and I think we messed up a couple times over there in those rotations in the beginning of the game. So yeah, I'll have to look at the film. I can't really remember right now.
And then, guys, what was, just the environment of that game like? I know it's not too often that you guys play in front of a crowd of, 18,000 fans, whatever. Just, obviously, a lot of Bradley fans weren't able to make the trip. Some of them did, but, what was playing in there like? You think that affected you guys at all today, or maybe made you amped you up more, maybe put more pressure on?
As a kid, that's kind of the games you dream of being in. It was definitely cool to be in an environment like that. Yeah, we haven't been in environments like this, but not that much. But I mean, it's you still got to be ready. It's still basketball. It's a great environment, but I think, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And then, I know that, Arkansas, obviously one of the longest teams in the country is in terms of, length and height, whatever. Obviously I know that probably made things tough for you. Was there anything else that, stick out to you guys about them that just, made things hard for you guys or?
I think our coaches prepared us for what was coming. We knew that they were fast in transition. They get the ball out on a make or miss and they just go. I mean, that was our main emphasis, in their transition. They're very good in transition. So our coaches, warned us, prepared us for everything that was.
They
that was
did
coming,
they
so.
didn't really do anything that we didn't see on film. So
Mhm.
All right, guys, I got
Yeah.
Coach Wardle here.
all right, thanks guys.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
guys. Have a good flight.